Good afternoon. Please remain standing as Ms. Megan Bennett, a music major and a member of the class of 2026, leads us in the national anthem. Thank you, Megan, and thank you to members of our brass ensemble. We would also like to recognize Dr. David Johnson, who happens to be the husband of our keynote speaker, professor of music, who also directs our ensemble and who composed the original processional march that we used for the first time for this spring's commencement ceremonies. We're excited to add this new work to our commencement traditions. Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Please be seated and welcome. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Georgia College and State University commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. Commencement is one of our most joyful and meaningful traditions, a day when we come together to recognize the hard work, resilience, and remarkable achievements of our graduates. I'm delighted that so many family members and friends could come and join our graduates for today's celebration. This year is especially meaningful not only for our graduates, but also for Georgia College and State University, as we celebrate the 30th anniversary of our designation as the state's public liberal arts university. That distinction reflects a powerful promise to provide a high-quality, student-centered education, one that offers the depth, mentorship, and transformational experiences often associated with elite private institutions, but at a public university cost. As a public liberal arts university, Georgia College and State University intentionally empowers students to explore, collaborate, learn by doing, and seize more opportunities to make a positive difference in the world. Students here can find and follow their passions while developing the habits of mind that define a liberal arts education: critical thinking, effective communication, ethical reasoning, and a commitment to civil engagement. With the guidance of outstanding faculty mentors, students practice problem solving, engage in civil discourse, and learn to lead, serve, and adapt in a complex and changing world. For many years, Georgia College and State University was a hidden gem in both the state and our nation. I'm happy to say that is no longer the case. Among ever-increasing accolades, this year, GCSU was ranked in the top 5 public colleges or universities in the 12-state Regional South category of U.S. News & World Report's annual rankings, and was included in the top 10 honors for best undergraduate teaching and most innovative schools among all public and private colleges and universities in that 12-state region. Our programs in business, computer science, nursing, and psychology also received top honors. With 34 undergraduate majors and 31 graduate programs, including 2 doctoral programs that meet the needs of scholars, professionals, and the dynamic workforce of our state, Georgia College and State University prepares students to make a difference in the real world, regardless of the major they choose or the opportunities and challenges they may face. And on Tuesday of this week, the University System of Georgia Board of Regents approved Georgia College's 32nd graduate program, a new Master of Science degree in AI strategy, which will begin this fall. This program will blend liberal arts principles with the strategic needs of our technologically driven society and address one of the most consequential workforce transformations in history. If you're interested to be in that first class, you can find out all the details on our website, and we'd love to have you. Now, many of the individuals who have made the educational experience for this class of graduates possible are with us today, either participating in our ceremony or seated in the audience. And I'd like to first recognize maybe the first among equals, our faculty, staff, and administrators who have contributed to and mentored this class of GCSU graduates. I'd like to ask all of our faculty, staff, and administrators to please stand and let us thank you and recognize you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are grateful for you. I'd also like to recognize some special guests who have joined us for today's ceremony. If you would stand as I call your name. First, we have the family and guest of our student speaker, Ms. Serena Samir. Welcome. We welcome all of you. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Jeannie Chamberlain is a member of our Georgia College Foundation Board of Trustees and chair of the board's Philanthropy Committee. Dr. Chamberlain has mentored numerous students in our Georgia Education Mentor Program. We call it GEM, and she's here today to support her current graduating mentee, Ms. Cassie Arps. Thank you, Jeannie. Mr. Gary Thrower, who serves as treasurer for the Georgia College Foundation Board, is also here today as a member of the Bobcat Athletic Association, and we're glad that the Throwers could both be with us today. Dr. Chamberlain and Mr. Thrower are both Georgia College alums, and we are grateful for their continuing service to our university. We are thankful for all of the guests that are joining us today. For a lot of our graduates, Georgia College is a family affair. If you are in the audience and you are a Georgia College graduate, would you please stand and be recognized for your continuing legacy at one of the finest universities in the South? Thank you, and welcome back. Today represents a milestone in the lives of all who will graduate, but we have to acknowledge that many people contributed to the success of this graduating class. These graduates have been encouraged, funded, and guided by many of you in attendance today. So if you are a spouse, partner, child, parent, grandparent, sibling, aunt, uncle, guardian, or other supporting family member of one of our graduates, would you please stand and let our graduating class acknowledge the role you played in their success? We thank you too. It is now my privilege to introduce today's keynote speaker, Dr. Laurie Peebles. As the recipient of the 2025 Georgia College and State University Excellence in Teaching Award, Dr. Peebles also served as our December commencement speaker. When we had to make a last-minute change in speakers for today's program, I phoned Dr. Peebles, and she actually picked up the phone 1 week ago. She graciously agreed to return and share her inspirational remarks with the class today, and we want to thank you again, Dr. Peebles. She is a graduate of Converse University in Spartanburg, South Carolina, where she earned her Bachelor of Music in Music Therapy and Master of Music in Music Education degrees. She then earned her Doctor of Philosophy degree with a major in music education and an emphasis in music therapy from the University of Miami. A board-certified music therapist, Dr. Peebles has been a valued member of our faculty since 2019. She teaches both undergraduate and graduate courses and serves as the coordinator for our Master of Music Therapy program. Dr. Peebles' teaching philosophy is rooted in the belief that learning should be accessible, inclusive, collaborative, and applicable to students' futures. She makes it a priority to learn each student's interests, goals, and learning styles. Recognizing that students learn in different ways, she provides instruction through multiple methods so every student has the opportunity to succeed. Dr. Peebles is also known for making her courses inviting, fun, and engaging. On the first day of class, students often receive a personal welcome letter as they walk into the room, often to upbeat music playing in the background. On her scavenger hunt review days, students work in teams to solve clues and complete tasks to prepare for the midterm or final exams. In another class, students took 15 photographs that represented what it meant to be a Georgia College music major, and then used qualitative research photo analysis software to code and analyze their images. It's no surprise that her students report that they have a positive story, experience, and memory of their classes with Dr. Peebles. They say she consistently goes out of her way to help every student, and she encourages them to stay in touch after they graduate, especially when they need mentorship or advice. Dr. Peebles fully embraces the high-impact practices that are a hallmark of a GCSU education, both as a faculty member and as a lifelong learner. She helped start a music therapy program in Jingzhou, China. Her favorite teaching experiences include supervising music therapy students in internship placements throughout the Baldwin County community and helping them grow as musicians and therapists. She is a leader in numerous professional organizations, and she is also a talented flutist. Her work reminds us that learning is most powerful when it inspires curiosity, creativity, and connection, all values we celebrate today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Laurie Peebles to the podium, and following her remarks, Dr. Indiran Pillai, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, will introduce our student speaker. Please welcome Dr. Laurie Peebles.
Good afternoon, graduates, families, friends, faculty, and staff, and all who have gathered to celebrate this extraordinary moment. To the class of 2026, congratulations. Today is a milestone you have worked towards for years through challenges, growths, and breakthroughs, and more late-night coffee and energy drinks than you ever thought you could consume. We are so proud of you. I am honored to stand here with you as we celebrate not only what you have accomplished, but who you have become. As we reflect together on this journey, I want us to reflect on how you have found joy during your time here and how I hope you find joy in your future careers. You know, joy is an interesting thing. We often use it interchangeably with happiness, but they're not quite the same. Happiness is bright and quick. It can spark in a moment. Joy, though, it's deeper. Joy is rooted. Joy is something you cultivate through challenges, and it lives in purpose, in connection, and meaning. And joy lasts. And throughout your time at Georgia College, whether you realized it or not, you are learning how to build a life with joy at its center. Think back to your first day here on campus. When you arrived on campus with a sense of excitement and maybe a little fear, wondering whether you would fit in, who do you become friends with, and how you'd grow. Those first classes that challenged you, the group projects that tested your patience, and the internships or service learning work that opened your eyes to new possibilities. All of those moments were part of your journey towards joy. Joy appeared in the late-night study groups in the library, in the friendships that formed unexpectedly, in the mentors who believed in you even when you didn't believe in yourself. Joy showed up in those moments where you finally mastered a concept that you thought would defeat you. It showed up when you took risk and asked hard questions, or realized that you were stronger than you ever imagined. And let's be honest, joy also showed up in simple things. That perfect cup of coffee from Blackbird Coffee House, a sunny walk across front campus, and hearing the bell tower chime as you hurried to class. Or that quiet relief of hitting submit at an assignment at 11:59 p.m. You got it in. But joy wasn't always easy to find. This graduating class has lived through a world that has asked a lot of you, academically, personally, emotionally. You balance school with jobs, caregiving, financial responsibilities, and an uncertainty about the world around you. You navigated changes you didn't ask for and overcame obstacles you couldn't have predicted. And yet, here you are, you made it. And this is the part about joy people don't talk about enough. Joy grows even in the hard moments, sometimes in spite of them. When life feels overwhelming, when things don't go as planned, when the future is cloudy, joy reminds us of our strength. Joy anchors us, and it helps us rise again. As you leave Georgia College and enter the next chapter of your lives, whether it's graduate school, the workforce, the military, service programs, travel, or a path still unfolding before you, I want to offer you 3 ideas that may help you continue to find your joy. First, follow your curiosity. The world will try to convince you that success is a straight line. It rarely is. Some of the most joyful careers and lives begin with a simple question: what if? Be willing to explore and to learn and wonder. Give yourself permission to be fascinated. Curiosity will lead you to opportunities you never imagined. Second, lead with purpose. Your degree is a powerful tool, but it's not the entirety of who you are. Joy comes from aligning your gifts with what you care most about, whether you're solving problems, creating, teaching, healing, leading, analyzing, designing, building, or serving. Remember that purpose is not a job title. Purpose is how you show up in the world. Bring intention to the work you choose, and joy will meet you there. Third, build community wherever you go. If there is one thing Georgia College teaches exceptionally well, is that the value of connection. You learned here that collaboration makes you stronger, that kindness matters, and that joy expands when it is shared. Seek out people who inspire you, support you, and challenge you, but also people who make you laugh. Invest in relationships that help you grow, and be that person for others. And finally, I want to invite you to notice the joy in the small things. The world moves quickly. Your lives will become full, sometimes wonderfully, sometimes overwhelmingly so. But joy often hides in the quiet moments. That first sip of coffee in the morning, finishing a project you're proud of, and in the smile of someone you love, in the feeling of belonging, and the courage of taking a new step. Don't overlook those moments. They are the threads that will weave your life into something beautiful. I always tell my students that I never ask them to do something I'm not willing to do myself. Therefore, if you allow me, I would like to briefly share how I have found and continue to cultivate my joy. First, while I'm a board-certified music therapist, I have been blessed with a wonderful clinical career. I have always loved playing the flute. Long before I understood theory or technique, before I knew anything about major or minor keys, or treatment goals and music therapy interventions, I knew the simple joy of making music. As a flutist, I love the feeling of taking a breath and letting it become something more, something expressive, something alive, something that connects me to the moment and to the people around me. When I play, I am reminded that joy can be both powerful and quiet, celebratory and deeply personal. It's one of the places where I feel most like myself. So, if you will indulge me, I would like to share a quick excerpt from Netflix's K-pop Demon Hunters to highlight your golden moment of graduation today. Thank you. Music has taught me that joy doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. Sometimes it's found in the softest note, or the gentlest phrase, or the calm that comes from doing something you love for no other reason than that it fills your spirit. And I hope each of you has something like that, something that grounds you, something that inspires you and reminds you of who you are. And my final joy moment to share with you is this. I am here today with my second family, my friends and colleagues. I have truly been blessed to get to go to work with people I consider friends. From our faculty trivia group, go Wicked Six, to our board game group, I am surrounded by people that genuinely care about each other's achievements, and they are there for you when you need a pick-me-up. I am also here with my new husband, Dr. David Johnson, who is currently conducting our commencement band. We got married this past December, and it's been amazing starting our lives together. Through laughter and spending time together, the joy I feel with him is truly wonderful. It reminds me that joy shows up in the people who walk beside us, those who celebrate our best moments, steady us in the hard ones, and make the ordinary days feel extraordinary. Being here today, sharing this moment with my loved ones and with all of you, is a powerful reminder that joy grows through connection. And I hope each of you finds relationships, whether that be with friends, partners, family members, colleagues, and mentors, and brings that same light into your life. Class of 2026, you are stepping into a world that needs your brilliance, your compassion, your energy, your creativity, and your joy. You carry with you the lessons, memories, and community of Georgia College. Hold on to that and let it guide you. As you walk across the stage today, may you feel proud of all you have accomplished and excited for everything yet to come. And whenever your path leads, may you chase the opportunities to create meaning and lift others up. And above all, find your joy and carry it boldly into this world. Congratulations, graduates. We are so proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the joy that you bring to the world.
Whew. It is with great pleasure that I introduce your student speaker for today's Arts and Sciences commencement. Serena Samir is graduating today with a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice. During her time at Georgia College, she has been deeply involved in the Student Government Association, serving all 4 years. She served 2 years as treasurer and most recently as the SGA president. In that role, she represented the student body in university decision-making, working closely with campus leadership on key initiatives, including help lead efforts to restore full funding to the Dreams Endowment Fund for low-income students. In recognition of her leadership and impact, Serena was selected as a student spotlight by the University System of Georgia. After graduation, Serena will be pursuing her Master's of Public Administration this fall. Let me introduce to you Serena Samir.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Dean Pile, for your introduction. I'm truly honored to be here today with you guys. First, I want to thank the faculty, staff, families, friends, and loved ones who are celebrating with us. Everyone graduating today knows that we did not arrive at this moment alone. Somebody encouraged us when we were exhausted, answered late-night phone calls, reminded us not to give up, or believed in us before we fully believed in ourselves. This accomplishment belongs to everyone else too. And to the class of 2026, congratulations. We made it. And I really hope that we take a moment to appreciate what it means to be here. Because earning a degree is not something that simply happens with time. It takes discipline, resilience, sacrifice, and persistence. It takes continuing forward during the semesters where motivation disappeared, life became overwhelming, or the future felt uncertain. I've been trying to figure out what graduation is supposed to feel like. For years, this day seemed impossibly far away. It existed somewhere on the other side of finals, presentations, discussion posts, and all of the times that I promised myself that everything would calm down after this semester. And now suddenly we're here, dressed up, taking pictures, pretending like we completely know what comes next. I thought graduation would feel more clear-cut than this. I expected excitement, and I am, maybe relief, but I think what surprises me the most is realizing how much GCSU became a part of our lives without us really noticing it happen. At some point, it stopped just feeling temporary. I don't think that we will look back and remember college only through the big milestones. I think we will remember the ordinary moments that slowly became meaningful over time. The people we always seem to run into at exactly the right moment, sitting beside the same familiar faces in class, laughing with friends when we absolutely should have been studying, walking into an exam hoping confidence could somehow replace preparation. And sometimes it did. Sometimes it didn't. There are entire friendships in this room that began with something as small as, "Is this seat taken?" And somehow, those little moments became part of who we are. What makes this accomplishment even more meaningful is that no two people experienced this journey the same. Some of us spent years on campus every single day. Others balanced school with work, family, responsibilities, and entire lives outside of the classroom. Some of us found certainty here, and others found ourselves completely lost before eventually finding our footing again. But every single graduate here today chose to continue, and you deserve to be celebrated. There is something special about receiving a liberal arts education because it teaches you more than how to do a job. It teaches you how to think. We learned how to ask better questions. We learned not to rush towards easy answers, and we learned how to listen to perspectives different than our own. We learned that history is not disconnected from the present, and that empathy is not a weakness. In a time where everything moves quickly and everyone feels pressured to have immediate answers, I think there is something powerful about the people who are willing to stay curious. And I truly believe that is what we are carrying with us when we leave here. Not just degrees, but perspective, adaptability, empathy, the ability to think critically and lead thoughtfully in a world that rarely offers simple solutions. We are leaving here today not only prepared just to succeed, but to contribute something meaningful. Because now more than ever, our communities need people who are willing to participate, to serve, and to care deeply about the world around them. As we move forward from Georgia College, I hope we remember the importance of staying curious, staying humble, and holding on to trust in ourselves and in one another through both the good moments and the difficult ones. I hope we continue approaching life with a sense of wonder, because there is still so much ahead of us that we have yet to discover about the world and about ourselves. As your SGA president, one of the greatest privileges of my life has been watching this student body become a community. I've seen people continue forward through things that nobody else fully knew that they were carrying. I've seen students support each other quietly in consistency without ever expecting recognition. And I think it says something about who you are. Today may be one of the last times we were all together like this before life takes us in different directions. But I don't think that we're leaving here empty-handed. Years from now, we may live in different cities and build completely different lives, but we will always share this experience. We will always share the bond of being a Bobcat. Somewhere down the line, one of us is going to meet another Bobcat in a completely unexpected place. And for a moment, it will feel like no time passed at all. And that's a beautiful thing. I once heard a quote, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard?" And that is what today really is. Not just the ending of something meaningful, but proof that we are lucky enough to experience it in the first place. There are opportunities we cannot yet imagine for ourselves, people we have not met yet who will someday matter deeply to us, versions of ourselves that we have not grown into yet. If these years have taught us anything, I hope it is this: that we are capable of becoming more than we once thought possible. So before we rush toward whatever comes next, I hope we take in a second to appreciate this moment for what it is. For a brief period of time, our lives overlapped here. We learned together, we struggled together, we laughed together, and we grew together. And now we will all carry that forward with us into our lives that are only just beginning. Congratulations to the class of 2026, and I cannot wait to see what will become of all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Serena, Dr. Peebles, for inspirational remarks. Let's give them both another round of applause. This week, as you know, we are holding 4 ceremonies to celebrate the 1,400 members of the Georgia College and State University class of 2026. While this ceremony this afternoon includes only a portion of our graduates, we will recognize the accomplishments of the entire class throughout our ceremony this afternoon. This accomplished group of students not only exemplifies excellence in their academic achievements, but also embodies the true spirit of a liberal arts education: curiosity, critical thinking, and a commitment to making a meaningful impact in the world. Georgia College is fortunate to not only attract students from almost every county in the state of Georgia, but from across the nation and around the world, including graduates in this year's class from Canada, Congo, Denmark, France, Italy, Jamaica, Kenya, Nigeria, Spain, Trinidad and Tobago, Vietnam, and Zambia. And as one of only 3 selective institutions in the university system of Georgia, our students must demonstrate high standards of academic achievement prior to and after admission to the university. All of our graduate students here today are required to maintain a minimum GPA of 3.0 in advanced, rigorous coursework to receive their degrees. The fact that each graduate student here today is evidence that you have met this high standard, and the hoods you will receive are evidence as you cross the stage as a symbol of your accomplishment. Several of our undergraduate students have also maintained especially commendable levels of academic achievement throughout their undergraduate studies, and they are wearing blue-collar stoles. I'd like to recognize these undergraduate students in different categories now. Undergraduate students who are expected to earn a final grade point average of 3.6 to 3.74 are being recognized today with the distinction of cum laude. Will these students please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Undergraduate students who are expected to earn a final grade point average of 3.75 to 3.89 are being recognized today with the distinction of magna cum laude. Will these students please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Undergraduate students who are expected to earn a final grade point average of 3.9 to 4.0 are being recognized today with the highest distinction of summa cum laude. Will these students please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. In addition, 23 of our summa cum laude graduates have earned a perfect 4.0 GPA in all of their undergraduate coursework, 17 of whom are from the College of Arts and Sciences. These students are being honored today as our class valedictorians. I'd like to call on them individually now to stand and be recognized. So we have such a long list, I'm going to ask you to hold your applause until I call all of them and ask them to remain standing. Our class valedictorians: Cassie Grace Arps, Nevaeh Lynn Bohannon, Emma Marie Bruner, Hannah Catherine Gillian, Abby Elizabeth Helgeson, Alexis Dawn Keeney, Alexander Benjamin Gerlach, Kara Solon Grieve, Aiden Bradley Cudless, Amanda Hope Nelson, Kinsley Price Stevens, Cora Adeline Strickland, Avery Kate Treadwell, Kate Renee Walker, Kennedy Ann Welker, Emily Grace Bethel Wright. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations on your perfect academic records. A record 75 students in this graduating class were accepted to the John E. Sahlstrom Honors College and have completed our rigorous undergraduate honors program. These graduates are identified in the commencement program with a triangle by their names and by the medallion and honor cords they are wearing as part of their regalia. Will the Honors College graduates participating in the ceremony today please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, and thank you all. The outstanding seniors from each of the 3 academic divisions in the College of Arts and Sciences, the Science and Math Division, Fine and Performing Arts Division, and Humanities and Social Science Division, are presented with a medallion for a combination of their academic achievement, campus and community involvement, and other criteria. One of these students graduated this past December, but I'd still like to recognize her today because we've already hired her back to work with us. Saoirse Pearl Connor, And our other two outstanding seniors, Carly Evelyn Walker and Emily Grace Bethel Wright. Congratulations to these outstanding seniors. I would now like to invite Alexis Dawn Keeney to stand. Alexis was honored earlier this week as an Academic Recognition Day Scholar for our university at the University System of Georgia. This award for individual academic achievement is presented annually to one student from each of the 25 University System of Georgia institutions. Alexis was selected by a Georgia College faculty committee based upon her excellence in research, scholarship, and creative endeavors, honors and awards, and diversity of academic interest. Please join me in congratulating Alexis for this accomplishment and for representing us so well in the university system. I'm very proud of our Bobcat student athletes. They lead the state of Georgia in graduation rates among all NCAA Division I and II schools, and they consistently have one of the highest GPAs among their peers in the University System of Georgia and our Peach Belt Conference. One of my favorite statistics, for the 5th year in a row, our Georgia College student athletes have had the highest graduation rate of any NCAA Division II public university in the United States of America. There are 58 Bobcat student athletes in this 2026 graduating class, and I'd like to ask the Bobcat student athletes in our class this afternoon to please stand and be recognized. Thank you all, and congratulations. Georgia College encourages learning by doing through transformative experiences inside and outside the classroom. These transformative experiences include study abroad, which broadens students' perspectives and prepares them to participate more fully in a global world. Internships, as well as clinical courses and student teaching, are also key transformative experiences that allow our students to apply knowledge in real-world situations and put ideas into action. Another significant feature of a public liberal arts experience is the opportunity to engage in original, mentored research or creative projects with the support of our faculty. In many cases, our students present their work at state and national conferences. Students also have opportunities here to participate in intensive leadership programs and to become involved in more than 160 student organizations, including student government, fraternities and sororities, recreational sports clubs, and other social and service organizations. A final factor that distinguishes Georgia College from other institutions is the commitment on the part of our students and faculty to give back to the community. Our students provide approximately 40,000 hours in volunteer service to community agencies and schools in Middle Georgia every year. These transformative opportunities are really woven into the fabric of the Georgia College experience for each of our students. To demonstrate this, would all of our graduates who have participated in study abroad, internships, clinical coursework, student teaching, mentored research and creative projects, leadership programs, student organizations, or community-based programs, please stand and let us show just what I'm talking about. You know, as we say, it's different here. Thank you. As we acknowledge service provided by our students in the community, we also want to thank members of this graduating class who have served our country or who will leave this ceremony today to be commissioned to serve in one of the branches of our nation's armed services. Would these graduates and their families please stand and be recognized for their service, commitment, and sacrifice for our country? Graduates. We thank you. Thank you for your service. As you can see, the class of 2026 is indeed a talented and accomplished group of students. These students are prepared to fill positions in a vast variety of professions, including careers that in an ever-changing professional landscape may not even exist just yet. Graduates, your contributions through scholarship, leadership, engagement, and service have not only helped you grow, but have enriched our entire community. We are so proud of each of you. Please join me again in acknowledging all of their accomplishments. Class of 2026, well done. Now, as Dr. Holly Roberts, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, comes forward, I want all of our graduates to know that I am excited about taking a picture with all of you as you cross the stage, but our registrar says I cannot take selfies with you on the stage. So, unfortunately, due to ongoing issues with this hand of mine, many of you know about, and the doctor told me on Monday I could not shake hands with 1,400 people this week. So when you cross the stage, you're going to see a set of footprints on the floor here to indicate where I hope you will stand so that we can take pictures together. So with that instruction, Dr. Roberts, let's begin the main part of our program and the conferral of your degrees.
We will now confer the master's degrees. Will the candidates for the master's degrees please stand? President Cox, these students and others in absentia have completed their respective degree requirements at Georgia College and State University. Pending final approval by the faculty and certification by the registrar, I am pleased to recommend them to you for the conferral of their master's degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, and pending final approval of the Georgia College and State University faculty and certification by the registrar, I hereby confer on you the master's degrees as listed in the commencement program with all of the rights, responsibilities, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Each of our master's degree recipients will now be recognized individually in the order they appear in the College of Arts and Sciences section of the commencement program. Graduates will be hooded by Matt Mills, Assistant Professor of Biology, and Dr. Sam Mutiti, Professor of Geology. They will then be recognized by Dean Indran Pillay and President Kathy Cox. Students' names will be read by Dr. Jan Hoffman, Professor of Rhetoric.
Charlotte Excel. Phoebe Brooke Barrett. Preston Douglas Brewer. Benjamin Luke Circle. Ridgely Grace Venters. Daniel Shelton Johnston. Quinester Vernetta Covington. Toriana Shanice Davis. Riley Greer. Solange Ilahe Lord. Chance James Passmore. Preston Banks Rayburn. Addison Michaela Resch. Vanessa Amanda Smith. Christopher Tard. Brooklyn Rachel Wooter. Kai Elliott Beck. Christina Noel Faber. Cornbread Elizabeth Mormon. Amelia Kate Parker. Bobby Lee Danley III. Ariana Mary Bridget. Alicia Ann Hartley. Ashton McKenna Morrison. Adam M. Stern. Hasare Bermudez Soto. Wiley Jane Bundy. Gabe Connor Dean. Evie Jane DiPietro. Elizabeth Lindsay Durham. Brenna Jordan Hendricks. Megan Lynn Martin. Elise Camille Mirabella. Mazila Inchumanya. Ozzy Price. Alex Adam Francis Sarin. Amber Alexandra Stubbs. Ansley Megan Whitfield. Chad David Helton. Erica Levon Miller. Margaret Elizabeth Mullins.
This concludes the conferral of the master's degrees. Please join me once again in congratulating these graduates. We will now confer the bachelor's degrees. Will the bachelor's degree candidates please stand? President Cox, these students and others in absentia have completed their respective degree requirements with Georgia College and State University. Pending final approval by the faculty and certification by the registrar, I am pleased to recommend them to you for the conferral of their bachelor's degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, and pending final approval of the Georgia College and State University faculty and certification by the registrar, I hereby confer on you the bachelor's degrees as listed in the commencement program with all of the rights, responsibilities, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying that you are graduates.
Please be seated. Each of our bachelor's degree recipients will now be recognized individually. Graduates will cross the stage in the order they appear in the College of Arts and Sciences section of the Commencement program and be recognized by Dean Indran Pillay and President Kathy Cox. Students' names will be read by Dr. Jan Hoffman, Professor of Rhetoric, and Dr. Stephen Elliott Gower, Professor of Political Science.
Serena Arella Samir. Madeline Marie Castro Agostini. Eowyn Azumo Agulo. Cole Ryan Allegria. Lacey Brooke Allen. Chloe Brooke Allensworth. Michaela Deanne Applegate. Montana Brooke Arnold. Cassie Grace Arps. Kai Lydia Avery. Faith Elise Beeman. Tamara Alice Bean. Harley Carmen Beck. Brittany Grace Beckwith. Megan Elizabeth Bennett. Hallie Christine Bergstrom. Alana Jewel Blair Griffith. Nevaeh Lynn Bohannon. Natalia Elise Bolden. Harriet Ann Bowden. Catherine Colleen Briesmeister. Eve Elizabeth Briscoe. Andrew Marshall Brown. Emily Louisa Brown. Emma Marie Brunner. Jacob Isaiah Bryson. Riley Elizabeth Burns. Lily Grace Butler. Chloe Grace Butts. Anna Justice Carey. Savannah Grace Carley. Jalea Carter. Trinity Nicole Carter. Jonathan David Colley. Colleen Elizabeth Causey. Deanna Maria Kazaku. Mary Collins Susevich. Benjamin Ryden Clark. Lily Rose Cleland. Ryan Frederick Collins. Catherine Grace Cooper. Michaela Renee Cowart. Olivia Lorraine Crawford. Caroline McKenna Creasy. Thomas Sterling Creekmore. Elizabeth Lee Crump. Savannah Tatum Curtis. Amanda Reese Damrow. Samuel Nash Darley. Amelia Dawes. Carrie Elizabeth Deason. Allison Jane Decker. Taylor B. Doyle. Devin Thomas Dudek. Thomas McGowan Duke. Andrew Joseph Ernest. Caitlin Reese Edmondson. Neva McClary Idell. Emma Boyd Esslinger. Erin Elizabeth Finnegan. Silas James Fiorenza. Elena Brooke Gaston. Elijah Reed Gates. Jose I. Geno. Hannah Catherine Gillian. Grace Ann Gilmartin. Della Emily Goins. Isabel Rose Gonzalez. Sergio Lucano Gonzalez. Ryan Hunter Grant. Lawrence Grau. Isabella Annalise Guidera. Ellen Rose Gunji. Kelsey Rose Hall. Greer Ellen Elizabeth Harper. Lydia Nicole Hayes. Emily Caroline Heffron. Abby Elizabeth Helgeson. Joseph Harrison Hensley. Drew Kaylee Hill. Annabelle Georgina Hurst. Avery Carson Holder. Jackson Campbell Holt. Alice Faith Hughes. Mackenzie Sage Imberman. Mallory Jean Irvin. Isabella Grace Jalbert. Cameron Danielle James. Alexander Moyer Yostremski. Julia Grace Jensen. Joseph Michael Johnson. Robert Franklin Johnson III. Lauren Avery Jones. Madeline Elizabeth Jones. Sydney Ubar. Anthony Lutulu Kabala. Kara Diana Kahayan. Tyler Richard Carricker. Alexis Dawn Keeney. Samuel Joseph Kelly. Lily Grace Key. Derek Deshong Kim. Jake Alexander Knight. Sydney Page Lancaster. Olivia Noel Langston. Maya Levy. Sarah Walsh Lonson. Ashley Karina Lopez. Coleman Sams Lawrence. Josie Ann Maddox. Tanya Alexis Maddox. Jalen Lopez Mahayag. Kara Joanne Mayfield. Naomi Grace McCauley. Isabel Claire McClintock. Isabella Karis McComas. Savannah Lee McDowell. Caitlin Ann McGarvey. Aiden Oliver McGowan. Rory Elise McInnes. Jack Robert McKinney. Ryan Matthew Merchant. Julie Anna Minchie. Anna Grace Mitchell. Rachel Eden Myers. Kylie Ann Knowles. Rebecca Ocampo. Eric Thomas Olliser. Kellen Brooke O'Neill. Veronica Jane Osborne. Teresa Rose Owen.
Laken Renee Pangulanin. Samantha Jordan Payton. Joshua Griffith Patterson. Carolina Teresa Jacqueline Perez. Olivia Hurley Peters. Karis Joy Philo. Bradley Hunter Pierce. Sophie Kimber Powell. Catherine Avery Price. Haley Jones Quimby. Adrien Rafi. Drew James Rice. Ruth Ann Dalila Rodriguez. Chloe Brenna Sanders. Bentley Gray Savell. Ty Edward Schneider. Emma Smith Shire. Amalie Cecile Sengupta. Arya Rajan Seth. Travis J. Shields. Kelsey Nora Short. Juliana Rachel Simmons. Daniel Randolph Sims III. Mary Glenn Sinquel. Molly Claire St. Clair. Ava Ray Stansney. Cade Daniel Steele. Kinsley Price Stevens. Aidan Connor Sweeney. Japheth Sorenzo Takia. Emily Elaine Trapnell. Chloe Renee Trainer. Gabriel George Wade. Kate Renee Walker. Savannah Lee Walker. Catherine Victoria Wall. Ty Logan Watson. Miles Lyndon Wegner. Dina Claire Welch. Whitney Michelle Welch. Kennedy Ann Welker. Kendall Ray Wheeler. Ella Caroline Whitener. Caroline Abigail Williams. Lydia Maria Williams. Braden T. Wilson. Drake Taylor Wood. Emily Grace Bethel Wright. Yolanda Sharita Wright. Isabella Grace Young. Hannah Rose Zadansowitz. Piper Rose Zegers. Virginia Elizabeth Zay. Megan Sierra Atchison. Kelsey Lynn Foster. Macy Ann Francis Ainsworth. Caitlin Ann Alec. Odea Atar. Jordan Reese Acock. Addison Emma Bear. Caitlin Brooke Belcom. Georgia Mackenzie Barham Taylor. Ansley Marie Barker. Carter Thomas Barnes. Rebecca Ann Beringer. Macy Lane Beddoe. Brooklyn Victoria Ann Benyo. Megan Marie Benson. Bria Ray Bentley. Alanis Bennis. Amy Alexandra Bloodworth. Carolyn Rose Bone. Jamari Natrice Brown. Sarah Kate Brown. Younger Julia Burton. Chloe Amelia Carroll. Madeline Claire Castor. Christian Thomas Candler. Lily Alton Chandler. Alexander Leighton Cobb. Catherine Elizabeth Cochran. Anna Lee Collins. Victoria Conde Vendrell. Lily Marie Cox. Michelle Anna Cromley. Bailey Renee Dasso. Hannah Grace Davidson. Jasmine Elise Davis. Annabelle Lee DeHaas. Ava Marie DiGennaro. Elizabeth Frances Dixon. Elizabeth Delaney Dial. Anne Travis Evans. Sophia Christine Ferreira. Noah Emery Ford. Griffin Rainier Fox. Dale Witten Fulcher. Sarah Mackenzie Galatas. Aaliyah Paris Garcia. Alexander Benjamin Gerlach. Lauren Ann Gibson. Jacob Alexander Nyaidek. Sarah Catherine Goodfellow. Carissa Sage Goodwin. Emily Claire Grenier. Jeffrey Ryan Grayson. Kylie Elizabeth Gregg. Cara Solon Grieve. Theodore Grozdanov. Jordan Christopher Hall. Anne-Marie G. Hanna. Emily Nicole Hansen. Carly E. Heitzheim. Laura Madeline Harvey. Sophie Ann Ildego. Catherine Grace Hitt. Isabella Marie Hunt. Kristen Bailey Jenkins. Bridget Ann Johnson. Reese Paige Johnson. Megan Riley Kay. Thomas Branton King. J. Alexandra Kinsey. Matthew Lawrence Kirshner. Madeline Isabel Cossack. Aidan Bradley Kudlas. Holden Michael Simoneau Lacour. Abigail Kathleen Lee. Holly Annabelle Lewis. Maya Joy Lewis. Savannah K. Lewis. Elizabeth Ashley Lomis. Isabella Rose Lopez. Carlos Julian Lopez Blackwell. Evan Parker Markowitz. Anna Caroline Marty. Abigail Meadow Martin. Madeline Victoria Matthews. Mackenzie Brooke McIntyre. Sophia K. Meir. Haley Margaret Miller. Madison Elizabeth Miller. Joanna Molina Lopez. Culver Reese Monroe. Samantha Elizabeth Moore. Amanda Hope Nelson. Joseph Peter Oland. Emma Kaylin Okrent. Meredith Lane Payton. Hannah Elise Pinnock. Joshua Cameron Pop. Christina Lane Price. Jonathan Edward Pruitt. Nicholas Javier Ramirez Arnold. Lacey Danielle Rollins. Ella Grayson Reese. Kindle Cassidy Reeves. Jack Thompson Roach. Caleb Joshua Rogers. David Spain Rose. McKinley Ann Roth. Joel A. Sosido. Caroline Louise Swarby. Sarah Elena Serrano. Mia Grace Spencer. Damien Ward Statham. Samantha Eve Steinman. Addison Lily Stockdale. Cora Adeline Strickland. Alison May Thornton. Alexandra Shea Tokus. Caroline May Tompkins. Daly Lemuel Tooten. Mason Carter Van. Carly Evelyn Walker. Faith Catherine Warner. Haley Caroline Weaver. Grace Catherine Webb. Kana Abigail White. Madison Brooke Whitehead. Wesley Margaret Whitehead. Riley Patricia Williamson. Morgan Elise Wilson. Michael Sean Zindel.
Please join me once again in congratulating all the members of the class of 2026. Would you please stand now as Ms. Megan Bennett leads our newest alumni in the singing of the alma mater. The lyrics are printed on the back cover of your program.
Counselor wise and strong, forward
This concludes the Georgia College and State University commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. We ask that all guests remain standing at your seats as the platform party, faculty, and students recess from the building. Guests should then exit the building through the main entrance in this direction. We thank you for your attendance today. We wish you a safe trip home, and we extend congratulations again to the newest alumni of Georgia College and State University.
Thank you.